This is a review on the Sumup card reader. I got it a few months ago. At time of buying it, you purchase it outright for £30. The sign-up process was pretty straightforward, and then you have it. Originally, it was connected. You have it connected to your bank account, and then more recently, Sumup sent out like a debit or credit card that when you take a payment, instead of it going into your bank account, it goes onto the card, and then you can just transfer it through your account with Sumup into your bank account. It's pretty good on the charges. You only get charged once you make a transaction, and it's quite, the percentage is really low. It takes most cards, Google and Apple Pay. Now, regarding I got this for my small valeting business. Before this, I used to have one by payment sense, but that was an actual 5-year contract. And although that started off quite cheap, the actual price increased quite a bit after having it for a couple of years. But with this one, once you've bought it, it's yours, it's outright. And then you just get that small percentage which they take as you're going along, so you never get a sort of a bill at the end of the month. Well, that's how it's set up on how it is for me on my account anyway. It's pretty good Bluetooth to your phone via an app. And it's pretty good really for what it does. I've never had any issues with it. Sometimes if you're in a bit of a funny area, you might not get the connection, but that's not the fault of the machine or Sumup. But regarding buying it, getting it for my small valeting business, it made quite a bit of difference to sales really, because cash is getting a bit, I'm not saying old school as such, but people just pay by card now. Even myself, card, and I very rarely deal with sort of cash when I go to purchase stuff. It's always generally card. So it definitely increased the number of sales or inquiry sales regarding what I do. So it's for the sake of sort of £30, setting it up, getting it sent out, 30 quid. It's definitely well worth getting one. It saves people going to the cash point, and it's definitely increased sales for me anyway. But the machine, it's been a good machine. It hasn't really let me down. Sometimes you might get a little bit of a glitch with Sumup. Sometimes you get payments in sort of pending or processing, might take longer than others, and it's not always down to like a different card, say from American Express to say Visa. Sometimes, I've had a Visa payment sort of on a Monday, and it's gone in my been made available on a Tuesday, and other times, the same day you could take another Visa payment, and it could be sort of stalled for a few days. But it's only happened to me, I think, actually twice. I think it's happened to me, but it gets sorted out. I've never really majorly had to chase anything up. But with the Sumup, you've got a support area where you can send them sort of support tickets anyway. So it's pretty, they're really, really good. It's definitely, I would say, probably one of the better machines out there at the moment. I think if you're running a valeting business and you're just starting out, something like this would probably be ideal, because it's cheap to initially buy, and then you haven't got that sort of monthly sort of fixed contract, because a lot of the other mobile terminals, they sort of use a SIM card, so you're sort of fixed to a contract. So you're going to have that payment going out each month, but with this you don't. If you use it, you'll get that little bit every time you make a transaction. If you don't use it for a month, you ain't got the worry of the sort of trying to find the money to try and pay for it when you're not using it. So it's definitely worth getting for the sake of £30 anyway. But it's it's Bluetooth, connects via an app through the phone. The battery life on it is pretty good. I'll charge it up, and because it's not really on for that long, and also when you've got the app on your phone, as soon as you sort of do the payment, it automatically turns it on. and then you just switch it off afterwards. But it's yeah, not really let me down. It's pretty good. Definitely well worth the money. I don't know if there's any, well, they're pretty similar machines, I suppose, like this one, but no, it's pretty good. I think I went online, signed up for it, made the payment. They sent the machine out. I think sometimes you have to verify a couple of things, but you can do that online just to verify who you are, some of your sort of bank accounts, and sometimes you have to upload, I think, certain documents. But it wasn't no real sort of hardship. It was done fairly quickly. So that's the Sumup. I think I think there is a couple of different machines that you can get, but this was the one at this time of doing this video. That was £30, or it was about 20. Might have been £29 actually. It's 29 or £30. You can also do. You can also send through the account with Sumup. You can also send payment links. So if you want to request money, and you've got a mobile phone number to a customer, or even an email, it can you can set it up to send them a link so that they can then click on that link and do what they need to do and pay you that way, which is a definite bonus. And also they do a referral program. If you recommend another sort of person, you get a percentage of money for doing that, which is pretty good. You go into your account, it's got like refer people, and also in the back, and the app is pretty detailed as well. You can keep a track of what you've got, your sales, what's been paid out. I mean, there's loads of things in the account area with Sumup that you can do, different types of invoicing, all manner of things. But it's yeah, if you're doing valeting or a small business and you're looking to take card payments, it's I've not had any issues with it at all. I know if you go on Trustpilot, there are people, I suppose, that have left negative reviews, but for me personally, it's so far it's been as good as gold.